And welcome back to the Elden Ring guide. If you remember last time, we said we were going to go take out a Deathbird. Now this guy is super tough, so I'm going to show you a clever strategy. Pretty much everybody does this. I'm aware that it may not seem like the best strat, but trust me, this is. We're just going to run past everybody here, and we're going to go over here. Over where that giant is, but we're not going to kill that giant, nor are we going to do anything about him. We're going to want to run to the left of all these demi-humans. Just go kind of around them. Then we're going to want to come up here. This little ridge here. I'm going to come up. We're going to wait. I'm going to get off the horse if we can. There we go. Alright, and you're going to want to crouch. As you can see, there's a Deathbird down there. So, what I recommend doing, Mighty Shot, normal arrow, hit him right in the head, consume the physic, right? Fire arrow, why not? Let's test range. Okay, not close enough. Alright, so we're going to drop down just a little bit. And here, this is where we got range, so... Okay, alright, not quite close enough. This guy will get kind of stuck here. So we're just going to keep using the Mighty Shot. As you can see. He does kind of get close to us here. Roll up. As you can see... Holy water. Right in the face. Look at that damage there. And that right there is how you kill that Deathbird. Pretty easy cheese strat, honestly. And that's how you get the Death's Poker. And a decent chunk of runes, honestly. Now we're just gonna unequip these. We're just gonna go back to this. Probably want about something like this and probably this. Actually no, you're gonna want something like these. And then we're gonna want to go back to here, the Caelid Highway South. And we're gonna want to change pretty much all of our equipment. So, what we're going to change is we're going to change it from, like this setup that we normally have, to, we're going to use, it doesn't really matter what we use here. Personally, I like to use this, and now we're going to just reallocate our stuff. It's like we're going to change this to this, change this to this. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And then we're gonna want to change this out and put this back on. And now we're gonna go fight another nighttime exclusive enemy. And it's a Death Rider. Not Death Rider, but a Knight's Cavalry. I like to call them Death Riders, but that's not what they're actually called. Now, these guys do pure physical damage. We fought plenty of these guys before. If you want, we bought this boiled prawn from... what's his name? So if you want, you can just consume that. Just to give yourself some extra damage negation. Since we're not really using magic here, just equip that. Flask it up to heal if you get hit. Taking quite a lot of damage here because I'm not really playing too well. Roll to the side. Wait for him to come up. Roll into him. Rolling R1. Wait. Jumping R1. Ash of War. Go into it. Critical. Stamina regen. Ash. Nice job. Very nice job overall, honestly. And now, Poison Moss, Flight Ash of War, very nice. Now, we actually want to head back. Caelid Ruins. Believe me, we got a lot to do in Caelid. I know, it seems like we've been here forever. We kind of have, but don't worry, we got lots to do. We could level up. Probably going to level our vigor real quick, but before we do that, we actually have a couple things to do. We're going to run up here to that graveyard. See these wolves? We actually we don't really want to level right now, because there's something we can go get and buy that's very, very, very valuable. You're going to want to ignore the dogs. Just kind of keep running. Jump across this little ridge here and just keep running. Just go that way. Keep running this way. Grab this grace. And we're going to go pick up a very useful item. Actually, multiple useful items. But first we got to go up here, because there's a merchant back this way. Just keep following that path. You see that shack up there? There's a merchant in there. The merchant has lots of good items. You're probably wondering, like, when are we going to start fighting some of these big dogs? Well, we really can't, because they're just a bit too strong for us. Right now, anyway. So we're just going to ignore them. Instead, we're going to want to rest at these graces. That was lucky. We're going to want to buy some stuff from this merchant. Number one thing you're going to want to buy is the beast repellent torch. There's these, which talk about a gateway and a hidden cave. So let's buy both of these and see what they are. Just out of curiosity, what are these? This one says Fort Gale and Caelid houses a gateway that leads to Redmane Castle. That's very nice. And Hidden Cave says there's a hidden cave at the town of Celia. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. I actually know the cave that he's talking about there. We aren't going to go there. Not yet, anyway. In terms of things we want to buy, this is about it. We could buy the ritual pot, but we're actually not going to. We're actually going to first rest, level our vigor to 35. As you can see, the merchant's gone missing. But you know what that means? That means there's a very tough enemy. It's kind of like what happened to the Turtle Pope. We can give him a shot, but I don't really recommend fighting him. Getting some of these on early is nice. As you can see, he does quite a lot of damage. And we don't do quite a lot of damage to him either. Gonna heal up. As you can see, yeah, he just kind of two-shots us here. It's not really worth fighting him. He's a bit too strong for us. Yeah. So we're gonna leave him. We're gonna leave him. He's just a bit too strong. So, but don't feel too bad. I mean, I've died to him plenty of times myself. But the reason why we wanted to pick up the Beast Repellent Torch is because what that does, in case you're wondering, is basically it will repel the beasts around Caelid. We're gonna want to buy that ritual pot. So, like, as just to show you, we're gonna run around, and you can see this torch we got. Look at that. Look at that. We're straight up right next to this guy. He's not even, like, attacking us. He's not even attacking us. Look at that. So I recommend two-handing this before you get on a horse and just start running. You can now pretty much explore most of Caelid freely without having to worry about these big-ass dogs coming to run after you and attack you. Because you got this nice torch. So yeah, that's honestly pretty cool. We're going to go back down and we're going to go over here to that little totem there just to get the map for the rest of this area. And this is a place called Dragon Barrow. So Dragon Barrow is a very high level area, with lots of high level things you need to worry about. For now, we're just going to leave him alone, as clearly demonstrated by the... We're going to want to kill this Teardrop Scarab, though, because he actually got us a very good item that we actually need. And there's actually a couple items we can get from Dragon Barrow early. That Somber Smithing Stone 8, that will allow you to upgrade this weapon to +8. Right now, we aren't even at +5, so don't really bother about it. We're going to want to head down. And now we're going to want to go down here. Having the Beast Repellent Torch is nice. If you want, you can actually equip no skill on it, so that way you can still use Bloodhound's Fang while it's equipped. If you'd like. And as you can see, we pick up Somber Smithing Stone 9. Pretty solid overall. Now we're actually going to leave most of this area alone because we're just way too low level to take it on. Instead, we're going to go back to the academy. Actually, I say that. No, we're not. No, we are not. I have completely forgotten to do something. And I'm not going to forget again. We're going to go to the Table of Lost Grace. We're going to go speak. We're going to go reallocate. Real quick, hold on. Ash of War. No skill. That's what we want, so that way we can still use Bloodhound's Finesse with this torch equipped. That's the whole point, and we want to speak to Dialos here.
Ah, you again, is it? The recusants sent a lackey. Can you believe they invited me to join them? Now, after what they did? I can scarcely believe it myself. Do they think me a fool? You might be surprised to learn I took them up on the offer. Then they only had to ask. The location of the recusant hideout. It's on Mount Gelmir, found off the old road that leads west from the town of Windmills. That's where they hide. The manor on the peak. Just you wait, wretched recusants. You'll rue the day you insulted my name by laying hands on Ranya. The tale of House Hoslo is told in blood, after all.
Since we're here, we actually want to go speak to Roger.
Always good to see you safe. So,
he doesn't have anything else to offer for us for now. Sometimes he'll have dialogue, but sometimes he won't. Before we go into, like, the academy proper, there's a couple things we gotta do. Just a couple things, don't worry. Nothing too big. We want to go speak to Fia.
I am pleased to see what you like.
And we would like her to hold us again. Now you're probably wondering, why would we want to debuff our health when we just spent, like, the last several levels leveling it up? Well, there's actually a very good reason for that. So that way we can complete her quest, or progress her quest, by talking in secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion, where I come from. After I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. My dear, have you ever heard of Black Knife Prince? Dear Roger likes to talk of them when abed, and the ancient plot in which the first of the demigods was slain. The black knives wielded by the assassins who committed the act, along with the impressions they made, somehow hide the truth of the conspiracy. These grand affairs are hardly my forte, but dear Roger began to weep as he spoke. In truth, I've heard tell from someone else about the Black Knife Prince that fascinate dear Roger so. But it wouldn't be right to give this to him, stuck as he is in the Round Table Hall. Perhaps you could make use of it?
And with that, we've received a simple map, very similar to the meeting place. This tells us about the clue. And in it, you'll see an minor Erd tree to the left, and a tower to the right. And there's a little catacomb that we can go to go get it. And it looks very similar. Look at this tower, minor Erd tree, and it's along this little path here. Huh. Now would you look at that, and there's also a church over here. We can't get to the church from this way. We can get to the minor Erd tree, sure. Not quite to the tower. That's worrying, isn't it? Oh, don't worry. This actually has a lot to do with Hieta's quest, so... yeah, don't worry about it. For now, though, we actually want to go to the foot of the 4 belfries. And we're going to want to head up there. So once we're here, we're going to want to make a right. And you're going to want to go up this path. Go past these trolls. Don't really bother fighting them. They have a bit too much HP to fight, really, so just run past them. Once we're here, we'll see 4 belfries. And you'll see these little teleporter things. So what are these? Well, to put it simply, these are teleporter things that'll take you to different areas. There's only one we're interested in up here. I'm actually going to unequip the beast repellent torch for now, because we're not in Caelid. And you need imbued keys. And you actually get a free one just for coming up here. So you're probably wondering, which of these do you want to use them on? Well, you're going to want to choose this one right here. This little one. And right next to many of these little churches, there's actually a message. That's like onto the right of the imbued key, and it's this. The Precipice of Anticipation. Huh. We're going to want to use it here. That'll activate the portal. Now we're going to go in. I'm going to come through here. Now, you're going to be very familiar with this. Because, as you can see, you remember this? Yeah! That's right. This is where you were at the beginning of the game. And you're going to go get a rematch against the enemy you failed to fight. What I recommend doing is popping the Baldachin's Blessing before entering. Actually, no. Pop the Physic. Then the Baldachin's Blessing. Go through. Run up to him. Ash of War. Ash of War again. Ash of War again. Nice job! And you got the Ornamental Straight Sword and the Golden Beast Crest Shield. Now, the Ornamental Straight Sword is very good dex weapon. It's not a quality weapon. I'm sorry. I know its strength and dex look very similar, but no. It's a quality weapon. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. But, alternatively, and this is a Great Shield, which requires strength. So that's also a no. I'm sorry, guys. But don't worry, we didn't come here for no reason. There are 2 reasons why we came here. A is a new summon. And B is to progress Nephili Lowe's quest. So we're going to want to go through here. You're going to want to come up here. You're going to want to nick this, the Stormhawk King, which you need in order to progress Nephili Lowe's quest. Which, if you actually look at the item description, saying, Ashes of a Hawk, revered by all others as a sovereign back in the days when Stormvale's winds raged like no other. The ancient monarch is proud, however, refusing to answer to anyone's summons. Also got a spare death root as well, so... bunch of items, and you'll see a chest here. And in it will be one of our primary summons, Stormhawk Dean. So Stormhawk Dean is another unique summon, like Oleg, Engvall, and Lutel. However, this dude's a lot simple. He's pretty simple. You know those death birds that we got in Stormville? And over here is our dear maiden that died. And yeah, as you can see, we went all the way right back here. Pretty neato, honestly. And yeah, with that, we've kind of completed a lot of what we can do. So what I actually recommend doing is coming here. And I recommend doing the Vare quest. But before that, let's go back to EG. And let's buy the rest of what he has to offer. So I think if we don't have enough to buy what he has left, then just like don't worry about it. But if you do, then oh, we don't. Okay. We really don't have the runes to level anything right now. We need one more 4 in order to get it to plus 11, which we don't have. We need another 4 in order to get this to plus 3, which isn't going to happen. We need more 3s in order to get this to plus 9, which isn't going to happen as well. Not till later, anyway. We also have the Lucerne, which we're not very interested in. So really, we only have this. Yeah. You could also upgrade the longsword, I guess. I mean, if it works, it works. And there we go. So what we want to do now is we are going to want to go back to Bleckard, and we are going to buy a decent amount of what he has to offer. So we're going to buy all of his prawn. Leave him alone. We could also go back to the Scenic Isle and buy something from Patches as well. We kind of want to spend all of our runes here. Because what we're about to do is quite tough. But it ain't bad. We can't really buy anything, but I reckon buying some of these can be nice, so we'll just buy those. We want to spend all of our runes, even if it's on relatively useless items. And now you're going to want to use those fingers you got from Vare to engage in the PvP. As you can see, we got into a match pretty much immediately. You're going to want to do this because Vare's quest lets you get to a super late game area super early. And you can get some unique items there as well. Now, when you're in PvP, you can't use your horse. You can't summon, none of that. Instead, you're pretty much stuck here with these guys. And you gotta fight all of them. And they're all, like, gonna be super buffed up and super powerful. They're probably gonna gank you as well. You're going to want to back away from these guys, because these guys are AoE spammers. If you do that, you'll get that. Now that dude's going to be spamming ranged attacks. There isn't really an exact strat to work here. You're just going to want to back off a lot, because he's going to be spamming AoEs and ranged attacks. Neither of them are going to be very aggressive here. They're just all going to kind of be around. You kind of want to lure one to you. As you can see, he spammed his weapon art quite a lot there. Now, your ultimate goal is to kill the host, but he's just healed, so we can ignore him. Once we run out of our Ash of War, we're kind of screwed. So you really want to get... Yeah, as you can see, we got kind of stun locked there. Not really much we could do about it. But I mean, hey. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't have to win in order to complete Vare's quest. There is another way to complete Vare's quest if you don't like losing in PvE. So if you want, there is actually another way to do it. But I don't really recommend it because you can only do it super late. So unless you don't have internet or accessed online in some way, then I really don't really recommend it. Yeah, it's just not great. I actually recommend reallocating some flasks here to 7-2, so that way you have at least one blue flask. So that way you can use your Ash of War more often. That's what I recommend anyway. So let's just keep doing this. Just keep doing that, kinda. Nearby and far is kind of vague. So you can use both, either or, it doesn't matter. We only lost 3 runes there, so it's not worth going to go get it. So we're just gonna hang out. Just hang out with Patches, invading people, as you do. If we do this enough, we're able to complete Vare's quest. You need to do this 3 times. So you need 3 successful invasions. Doesn't matter if you defeat them, as long as you are in the match and you didn't leave. So here, for example, we're invading now. And now we need to go fight this dude. Actually, both of these dudes. As you can see, we got, like, super lucky there. And, yeah, we just took out the host. Big success. You can get rune arcs and for calling fingers for doing this. So rune arcs will be able to help you with great runes, which, oh my god, I completely forgot to show you guys how great runes work. I kind of didn't want you guys to be reliant on it anyway, so it actually kind of helps, but I just, like, completely blanked on helping you guys with that. Sorry, I guess. We'll do another invasion, because why not? Before we actually do another invasion, though, let's go to Blackguard again. We actually want to buy, like, most of his stock here. Well, he has an infinite number of boiled crabs, so it's not really great, but that's kind of what we want to do. And you're going to want to spam that exact thing exactly. Doesn't matter if it's near and far, or if it's just nearby only. Doesn't matter. Just keep spamming it. You'll get it eventually. Sometimes you just get really lucky, and you get 2 matches in a row, or you aren't. So yeah, you're just going to want to spam quite a lot here. If you want, you can even take a break and just leave. Just go here, like, to just different areas across the map, and you can engage in the multiplayer or the single player. So yeah, we aren't really getting anywhere with this, so for now, we're just going to ignore it, and instead we're going to go do what Gideon told us to do, and go find the Albinauric woman west of the Leiskia ruins in the meantime, since we can't invade, or since we're not getting invasions, rather, we're just going to go do the Gideon quest. So we're just going to go right past a lot of these guys. And I do just mean, like, right past them. And we're going to look for a little cave on the left side, so that way we can do Gideon's quest. should be coming up here right in just a hot minute. Yep, there it is. Alright. This is a little cave. Hop in. I recommend having the lantern here, because it is super dark. There's a couple items we want in here. Not just the Liurnia Ruins cave thing that Gideon told us. In case you're wondering, nothing in this chest is really good. It's just an arteria leaf. It's not that great. What we're really here for is the quest and the boss. So we don't really have to be all the way here, but we do want to, like, come around. Oh, goodness me, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Take him out. Go through the cave. You're gonna want to go straight. See that dude there? Gonna want to go kill him. I don't really recommend using the ash here, but you can if you want to. It gives you some extra help. But yeah, just take him out. And you're gonna want to open this chest here. It's a very good item. The Spear Talisman. Basically, this will increase your thrusting damage. Counter hits. So the concept of counter hits is that if you're just doing what I'm doing here, you won't take bonus damage. But if you do that, as you can see there, where the thrust number went really low. If you didn't catch that, it's okay. It's fine. It's hard to catch, especially first try. You actually get a pierce damage penalty. And that means that you'll take more damage from pierce attacks. So because of this, the Spear Talisman is very good here, and it works on anything that has a thrust attack. It doesn't matter if it's just thrust or if it's anything. To my understanding, everything can be counter hit. Everything in this game can be counter hit. However, that's more useful on some enemies than it is on others. So I wouldn't put too much investment into it, because you're not really going to get far with it. But, I mean, hey, it's there as an option. So you're going to want to come down here, pick up all these items, because all of them are pretty decent. Then you're just going to want to run past all these dudes, and you're going to want to go into this cave, pop this, and you can even test out Dean if you'd like. Because what Dean does is give you a physical damage boost when he first summons in. But here, Dean got interrupted, so he didn't get a chance to do that. So as you can see, Dean kind of got stuck in the wall there because he's trying to fight the guys outside of the wall. That happens sometimes with summons, where if you summon them too close to the entrance and you left enemies alive behind you, they'll try to kill you. And over here, as you can see, there's Liurnia there. Before we do that, though, we're going to want to come up here, grab this, grab the Grace, and we're going to rest. And now we're going to go speak to Liurnia here, and then we're going to go start her quest.
Soul tarnished. What do you want? I told the old healing group that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough?
Show the secret medallions.
Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I have no choice but to trust that this was his dying war. Let's try again. I'm Liurnia, an Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me. The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf neighbour. Will you show me the way? To the land of Nicola's Halig tree. If you accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
You want to hear her request here?
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erdtree, in Castle Sol, on the mountain tops of the Giants, accessible by the grand lift of Rold. Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
And as you can see, we just got ourselves a summon. Lieutenant of the Albinauric.
When needed, and I will fight at your side.
So basically, she's another summon. A lot like these guys down here. Very similar. She's ranged, costs 74 FP. Pretty nice, pretty solid. And now, we have one more thing to do before we go back to the Academy. Well, actually, no, two things, but we're going to do this one first. We're going to want to go to the lift side chamber. And what we're going to do is we're going to run. And I do mean run. We're going to run past everything here. So actually, we're going to go this way first. Nice. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go... Well, A, we're going to want to go here. Just kind of wrap up Stormvale, I guess. Come through here, pick that up. Not bad, honestly. Then we're going to want to whack... We're going to one-shot this dude. And we're just going to want to hit him once. Doesn't have to be for a lot of damage, and now we're just going to run. And you're going to want to lure him all this way. Make sure to keep regularly going back to whack him. I'm just going to go this way. We're just going to lure him all the way to that statue there. Come on, giant. Crack it. He's gonna need to crack this. Either by stepping on it, or... Yep, he stepped on it, so he cracked it. Smithing stone 1s and 2s. Nice. And now we're just gonna run away from him. Just run through everything. Doesn't matter what it is. Alright, just run through. You could pick up all these items if you'd like, which is what I'm doing. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. We're just gonna run. Grab all these golden runes while we're at it too. Heal up. Run past. Grab the kukris. Run. Just keep running. As you can see, there's these ballista guys here with exploding arrows, so just keep running. Just keep running. You're gonna want to run past all of them. Keep running. Come up here. Heal. Blood Ounce Fang. Smithing Stone 1s, Beast Blood, and Old Fangs. Sweet. I'm gonna run in here. Doesn't matter that we're getting hit by bolts. We just need to come here. Heal. Pick this up. Pick up this Grace. Rest at it. And as you can see, we're about to go along this path. Along the big bridge that we saw earlier. And we're just going to run. You'll see this little item here. This is the Bolt Drake Talisman. That gives you some lightning damage negation. Very similar to the Spell Drake, Flame Drake, and all that. Pretty solid overall. As you can see, there are also different variants of them, like +1 and the like. So you can get upgraded versions of these talismans. You can't upgrade the talismans directly. You can only replace them. Now you're going to want to fight these big dudes. See, we knocked him down. I'm gonna go up. Insta-kill him. Go up. Once he does that, you're going to want to go around. Get the riposte off. Kill him. You're going to want to look at this dude. You're going to want to go this way. You shot the pillar, and you're going to want to just keep running. Kill the knight. Now we're going to want to cross to this teleporter here to go to the other side of the bridge, which is broken. Yep. As you can see, we're at this big tower. The reason why we didn't come here earlier is because we didn't need to, but now we kind of need to. Heal. Open up. You could do whatever here. You can craft whatever you'd like if you want. Doesn't matter to me. Personally, though, I recommend crafting bleed bolts if you're going to craft arrows and bolts. I recommend crafting bleed bolts. Because those are just, like, the hardest to farm. Actually, no. Rot bolts are harder, but... you know, it's just... these are more limited, so I don't really recommend using your resources on them. I'll tell you when we're going to use the rot bolts, if we're going to use them at all. First, we need to head up. Grab this Grace. Now we're going to go up to the top of the tower. We're going to see that big great rune in 2 fingers, so... pop these. As you can see, we just got Godric's Great Rune. So what that does, if you don't know what Great Runes do, which I wouldn't blame you because I haven't explained it. So Great Runes, basically, are special effects that you can equip onto your person. So you can equip a Great Rune, which what they will do is, currently right now we have a limited number, so we have 6. So we'll just use one. This gives a +5 to all stats when active. That's actually a super huge buff. Yeah. It's pretty big. So for now, we're actually going to want to go... We can go wherever. It's honestly up to you, but personally. I think we should go into the Academy. Into the Church of Raya Lucaria. Actually, no. I take that back. We're going to go to the Bellum Church. And we are going to go up to the Rogier quest. I know, we're taking forever to go into the Academy, I get it. But trust me, this is necessary. If we weren't doing all of this, we wouldn't be prepared for the Academy. As you can see, there's these balls. Just avoid them by going either to the far right or far left. Just go to the right. No right. Actually, no far left like I was doing. I can't get words out of my mouth right, so don't worry about it. We're just going to keep running here. Just keep running. Now, you could go up to this lift. I don't really recommend it right now. We're going to come back to it. It's not a long run, so we're just going to come down up here. We're going to want to go this way. We're going to want to stick to this far kind of right area. 'Cause there's some loot here that we can pick up. As you can see, we're building up the madness on ourselves. That's because of that big tower up there that had a big AoE effect down on you. So that's like super dangerous. And that's actually going to hurt us later. So we're actually going to want to go up to that tower. And we're going to want to go take out what's up there. But first we need to go get a site of grace. That way we can rest. Right here. Replenish our flasks and stuff. Get on the horse. Run forward full speed ahead. You just want to keep running. You're going to want to get underneath the tower as soon as possible. Get on this ladder and climb up. Heal. Get up. Just keep going up. You can grab this chest if you'd like. Has a spell in it. That's kind of meh, honestly. It's not very good. Want to keep going up. Just keep going up. And now you're going to want to take out all these guys here. All of them. These are the guys casting and summoning the fire. Once you've done that, they'll be dead permanently. And you can just leave. So just go to the Frenzied Village outskirts and you'll be fine. We're going to go back. It won't spawn anymore, so we'll be fine. And now we're going to want to head into the village. And in here, we're going to want to pick up some items. Such as the Frenzy Cookbook 1. And up here is the Shiburi's Woe, which is a talisman that was one of the potential starting gifts you could grab as well. We're just going to run up here. Go all the way up to that church up there. Because we actually need to come here in order to do more of Hietta's quest. So as you can see, we just got kicked off a horse. That means there's an NPC invader. Just like normal. So we're going to consume Flask. Wait for Fingerprint Vike to spawn. Now we're going to mess him up. Once you've defeated him, which you should have a +4 weapon by now, so that should be pretty easy. You'll get the Fingerprint Grape and Vike's War Spear, which the Fingerprint Grape, in case you didn't know, is the thing that Hietta wants. So we're going to pick all this up. Pick this up, and you're going to want to come back to this grace eventually. Bit later, but you're going to want to come back. We're also gonna upgrade our flask and level up. So we're actually going to priority level our vigor again. And then we're gonna go back to Hieta. And then we're going to give her the fingerprint grape.
There, please. Without one. Oh. Oh. A fingerprint grape. Tried and true. What a wondrous thing. A fingerprint grape. Oh. How sweet. Yet. How it burns. Thank you. I've composed myself again. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sure I'll be a finger maiden.
With that, we've completed most of Hieta's quest that we can complete for now. We're actually going to go back to the Frenzied Flame outskirts. And there's a couple things we can go do. First thing we're going to go do is we're going to go kill the Erd Tree avatar over by this minor Erd Tree. There are two ways of getting here. There's the normal way, and then there's this way, which is basically a drop-down kind of parkour thing. So we're going to come here, going to look below, and we're going to drop down. You see that minor Erd Tree over there? That Erd Tree avatar? So you're going to summon him. As you can see, he gives you a temporary damage buff. That's about, like, 30 seconds, I want to say. And because of that damage buff, we were able to take down the Erd Tree avatar so easily. And now we're going to kill all these sort of dudes here. We're actually going to want to come back here at some point, and we get 3 Shrouding Crack Tears, which is, like, super good. More Dwelling Arrows. We're going to want to run past all these guys. You don't have to fight them if you don't want to. But I just chose to whack one, because why not? We're actually going to run right past a lot of these guys. And there's these mausoleums. Now, I haven't really explained these mausoleums. That's because normally I kind of like just decide to let them go. But if you're interested, I can go show you what these do. But to do that, I'm going to take you down to the Weeping Peninsula. So I think there should be... There should be a grace around here somewhere. So it's got to be down this way, I think. It's got to be where the grace is. As you can see, Rune Bear's attacking us, so we're just gonna run, leave him alone. We don't really have to fight him. We can just run past him. These guys are a pain to fight anyway. So we're just gonna run back. Right now I'm just trying to find the site of grace that I believe is here. Should be. Better be. Ah, here's the grace that I believe was here. It's over here. So you're going to want to come here, this spot exactly from that mausoleum, and you're going to want to grab this. So before we go to the Weeping Peninsula, we have one more thing to do. Go here. We're going to grab the last of the 4s from EG. Well, one of the last 4s we can get. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to increase the damage on the Dragon Halberd. And now we're going to go to the Weeping Peninsula. We're going to go to the 4th Church of America. And the way you take these down, right? So you're probably wondering, this is clearly a living thing, so how do you take it down? Well, the way you take it down is you got to attack the legs. Obviously. But you want to attack these little glowing things on the legs to make it sit. And be careful not to get stepped on, because that does massive damage to you, so... So you're just going to whack all of these. As you can see, if the rock starts doing that, and they start to lay, you're going to want to back very far away from them. And then you're going to want to go around. And you're going to go to the door. So what this does, if you don't know, which I wouldn't blame you, because I haven't told you, but trust me, this is very good. So in here is a dead god. And you can use this to get another remembrance of Godric the Grafted. Now, you can reconsume that remembrance, or you can use it to trade it in to get another weapon. So as you know, gods, the remembrances have 2 weapons you can get each. And for this one, we are going to get a set. We're actually going to use this to get another. We're going to use this to get the Axe of Godric. Yeah. So it's another quality weapon, despite what it may look like. It's a quality weapon, through and through. And here, while we're here, we have something to go give to Nefeli Lu. I'm sorry, I'm getting my phone blown up. Ah, okay.
Well, I took you for no batteries. Say out your own.
And here, we're just going to ignore most Hugh right here, so we're just going to go down Nefeli Lu.
No, how could I say Father has her now?
We're going to want to give her the Stormhawk King.
Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'll gladly take it. I'm not like Roderica. I don't feel the presence of spirits, let alone see them. Still, this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you. In this ash, I can smell the ancient storm. It reminds me of my...
And with that, you can now leave her alone. She won't do anything for quite some time here, so you're really going to have to wait if you want to interact with her more. If you want, before we enter the academy, we can do one more invasion. Then we can do one more invasion. And now we're going to do an invasion. And now we're gonna go fight the host. As you can see in this scenario, the host is a great shield user. So we're just gonna kneel to him, consume the physic, and we're just gonna go right up to him. He's fat rolling, which isn't good for him, because if he does that, that means he's not gonna be... Oh, he's got the cold infusion on his shield. Now, I just got inflicted with the frostbite status, which didn't do a lot of damage to me, but... it's alright. We go up to him, back away, Ash. Just got hit a whole bunch there. You're gonna want to run to the right of that. Refill. Just gonna back off, hit him, doing a running attack, roll, and we died. That's okay though. Yeah, it's fine. These shield guys are really kind of hard to deal with. Even if he was just attacking with the shield, they're very difficult to deal with. Yeah, it's just a very strong combination. So for now, we're just going to go back into the main world, and then we can actually go do Vare's quest. So now that we've done all the invasions, we can now go speak to Vare, and we can progress his quest. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because it takes you to a super late game area super early, and it unlocks a spot that will actually help you later on. Well, both now and later on. Because it's just super good. So we're going to come back to Vare. And we're going to speak to him.
Oh, Lamkin, so pleased you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying my gift.
Have a sip of water.
I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a proper induction. A knight to serve Luminary Mogh, the Lord of Blood, and establish a new dynasty. Luminary Mogh has strength, vision, and of course, love. So, what do you say, my lad?
Ask him to anoint you.
Who would have it any other way? Now, take this. For your final trial. Soak the cloth with a maiden's blood. Normally this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the two fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do.
Now, if you all remember, we saw a maiden in the Church of Innovation. And so we're going to go there. And we're going to just swab the blood. And then we're going to go back to Vare. I don't know why they didn't put, like, a site of grace right next to Vare. I don't know why. Like, I genuinely don't know why, but there are actually two places to do that. You could do it at the Church of Innovation up there, which we were going to do anyway because we needed to complete Hieta's quest, or we could have done it at the Church of Anticipation, where our maiden was at the beginning of the game. So we could have done either or. We were going to need to come back to both places in order to complete quests. I just chose to do it this way because, I mean, hey, there's a grace right next to it. It's easier. And also we just got really unlucky with trying to spawn in. So, but if you don't have online and you can't do the invasions, then there's a spot you can go to later on in the game, so you can completely disregard this section if you don't have internet. But if you don't, then oh well.
Ah, my lambkin. You've completed your final trial, and with this, you are a formal inductee, a knight who will assist Luminary Mogh, the Lord of Blood, in his
I apologize for that. My dog's being loud. I'm sorry.
noble blood will be an immutable badge of honor once it settles inside it.
We're going to want to offer the finger. He grips it.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Alright.
Never forget that feeling of agony, for it is what binds you to Luminary Mogh, to all of us. You have the sweetest scream, my lambkin.
So with that, if you don't know what that item is, this is a reusable. It does the exact same thing as the Festering Bloody Finger, except this one is permanent and reusable. So that's pretty cool. And now you're going to want to talk to Raya again.
Oh, another thing. You should have this. A medal granted by the new Moghwyn dynasty, with the power to grant audience with Luminary Mogh. I've gone out of my way to provide one to you, but you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Moghwyn dynasty commences. Luminary Mogh yet slumbers beside the divinity. We must endure a little longer.
And we're going to do the exact opposite. I know that doesn't sound like a great thing, but don't worry. There's no quest line you're skipping by doing this. Yeah, you have to do this because, yeah, just straight up, you have to. I know that sounds like super weird, but I mean, you have to do it because there will never be a point in time where Luminary Mogh will summon you normally through that. So yeah, we just need to come here. So as you can see, we're going to want to grab this grace, and then we are going to want to head backwards, and just go this way. And you're going to want to grab these. Now, as you can see, if we're getting Ghost Glovewort 9s and stuff like that, this is clearly a late game area. Even if things are doing that much damage to you as well, this is definitely a late game area. So just run through and collect everything you see. Because this is actually most of the reason why we're here. It's to collect everything, and I do mean everything we see. Because everything we see will be super important. Run around, grab that. If you want, you can kill this thing. It's pretty hard, honestly, because he just has so much health. And we're kind of stuck, so we kind of need to get out. Yep, and we missed out on our chance anyway. Doesn't even matter. So now, just run forward and just run past. Just keep running. Go up here. Nick this. Grab that. Run past. And as you can see, we're just getting so many of these high-level runes here. And this is actually where we get to two. This is one spot that actually has two different farming methods for it. And you can actually do both farming methods at the same time. So the way you would normally do is you would get a bow. Doesn't matter what bow, just any kind of bow. Doesn't have to be upgraded. And you shoot that bird over there. So I'm actually going to show you this, how to do it, like, right now. So you can come here and shoot the bird. And he will run off the cliff. Because his wings don't work. And you get 11k runes just for that. So that's a very, very good farming spot. I highly recommend it to anyone who has yet to try it. And since we grabbed all this loot, we might as well pop all these runes. I mean, they just give so many. So we're just going to do this. Get all these runes. That right there, 66k runes right there. Know what we're going to spend it on? Vigor. I know, we're focusing a lot on Vigor. And since we're only 10k enough from the level up, we're going to do the bird farm one last time. We don't want to cheese it. We don't want to just over-level ourselves through the game. But we do want to get our Vigor over-leveled now. Just so that way we can get enough. So that way we can ignore it for the rest of the game. Well, not the rest of the game, but just for, like, the rest of the area. So since we've done that, you can go back to equipping whatever you want. This is what I recommend. And now that we've done that, we are actually going to go to the mausoleum entrance. And then we are just going to run past everything. And I do mean everything. We're going to ignore everything here. Just run right past it. Okay, alright. Is that fair? Just run right past everything. You don't have to fight anything. You probably shouldn't fight anything, actually. Just ignore it. Just grab all the runes. Just grab all the items on the ground. Don't bother fighting anything. Just run past. This giant blood sludge? Yeah, just jump around it. Pick up the items next to it. You can make a right turn here. Grab the item here, which is a stone sword key. It's not bad, honestly. Go around again. Jump around the blood sludge, as I like to call it that. I don't actually know what it is, but that's just what I've come to calling it. Just run past all these dudes. Grab that. Just keep running. Don't even bother with anything. Just keep running. Since we're here, we pop that. Summon Latenna. Not Latenna, but Stormhawk Dean. He gives you the damage buff. Charge attack. As you can see, we're really not doing a lot of damage to this guy. Knock him down. Get a nice riposte on him. Back up. Do that. Knock him down. You can go behind him. We got a decent chunk of runes for doing that. Behind him is another dude. You can buy some stuff from him, or you can not. I recommend buying that from him, and then just leaving him alone. And after that, just run. Just keep running. Grab that legendary item. If you want, you can come right and pick this up, which is a great ghost glovewort, very rare. You're going to need that if you want to max level your summon early. Just keep running. After this, make a left. Grab the smithing stone 8s. Just ignore them. Just ignore these guys and just keep running. Get up here. grab the Ghost Glovework 9, come up here, just keep running. And down there, you'll see a summon sign. Don't interact with it. You are not ready to. Trust me, you're not. Come here. And rest. And now the next thing you're going to want to do is run this way. And you're going to want to run past all of these dudes. Right? Just completely disregard them. And run to grab this chest. As you can see, we died. But don't worry, that was worth it. Because we got the legendary item. We don't even have to go back to get the runes. We have a rune farming spot that completely invalidates those runes. So you don't have to run back and go get them. You don't have to. And for now, we actually don't need to interact with this area anymore at all. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of materials. And now, we are going to go back to the Frenzied Point Village. We are going to go defeat the remaining enemies we can. So now we're going to go behind and around. As you can see, 40 Vigor. This is like what we want for the rest of the mid-game. So we don't have to level Vigor anymore. We also don't really have to level Endurance unless we want to. Just drop down these points. And then run around. Ignore the Headless Knight. Just come straight here. Open up the gate. I actually don't recommend using Dean here. I recommend using Oleg. Not Oleg, but Lutel. Come here. Rest at this side of Grace. Now what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to come here. As you can see, you got the normal skeleton gimmick, so you could re-equip the longsword if you want to for killing undead. We're not going to. As a matter of fact, we're going to ignore that. We're just going to keep running. So keep grabbing all this great glove work. Don't bother with that stone sword key door. It's not worth it. And you're just going to run past these remaining skeletons, and you're going to want to take out this dude. So what are that dude? So that dude in particular actually resummons the undead over and over again, as seen by that very clear golden glow, that glow around him. Gonna want to ignore him. Plunging attack him. Just keep running. Pick up that Great Grave Glovewort. Come through here. Pick up another one. And go through. You can't summon for this fight. Now this guy in particular has a ranged attack. That's very dangerous. So that will actually decrease your HP by a percentage-based margin. Which means even if you have max HP, you're not going to be able to escape that. So that's still very dangerous. And right now you're just going to keep spamming the Ash of War. And you'll be fine. Just dodge that. Roll into it. Ash of War. As you can see, we just got grabbed. Massive damage there. Grab attack can be a little difficult to dodge. Heal. There you go, you just defeated him. And you got the Assassin's Cerulean Dagger and the Black Knife print. So that's good. And now, we got one more thing to do here. There's one more boss we need to kill. This is actually a dungeon with 2 bosses in it. I know that's wonky, right? That's great, isn't it? Yeah, I know. And both of them give pretty decent rewards, honestly. Ghost Glovewort 3. Come here. Undo this. Open the locked door. This is how you would normally progress the dungeon. Kill that skeleton. And And you honestly just want to run past. So just run past everything now. Pick up that rune art, because why not? Now, go up. Grab that. I would actually recommend resting at a site of grace before going to go fight the boss. So that's exactly what we're going to go do. Gonna come up here. Just rest. And you're going to run back through. This time we can just completely ignore that skeleton and just rush the boss door. That. Back away. Ash of War. There you go. Twin Sage Sorceresses. Ashes, sorry. Sorry about that. And now we have 2 Death Root. So we're going to go turn in our Death Root to Gronk. He'll give us some more stuff.
There's something else. But the death yet quenches. Bring more.
He gives you Beast Roar and Bestial Vitality, both very strong Ashes of War. And now you're going to want to rest. And Gronk will now be aggroed. So what I recommend doing is summoning Lutel. Doing this. Doing that. And going out to fight him. Roll into it. This is going to be a preview for a very tough boss we fight much later on. Use this as an opening to get an Ash. Back away. Roll. Jump. Heavy. Roll. Light attack. Roll into him. Roll. Light attack. Riposte. And we just ended it.
Put it away. I won't forget. Again. My appetite. My sin. So please. Enough.
So we're going to leave him alone now. We're going to go rest at this grace. Now what we're going to do is going to sound weird, but trust me, it's worth it. We're going to run through here. We're going to run right past that bird there. That bird-looking guy. Don't worry, he doesn't aggro. Not yet, anyway. We're going to leave him be. Just run past him. Grab this golden seed. Just keep running. And grab the grace over on this side of the bridge. And over there, there's a big dragon. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go fight that dragon. Because it ain't hard. Trust me, it's not. But in order to fight the dragon, we're gonna need something ranged. So we're gonna summon Lutel, like over here. Okay, never mind. Bad spot. We summoned her in a bit of a bad spot there. That's actually not where we want to summon her at. Because we want to summon her kind of like on a ledge, like on a hill. So like here, I'd say. Yeah, like right there is actually really good. And so what we're going to want to do now is equip the Dragon Wound Grease. And since we're not really going to be using this, I recommend using the Claw Talisman. And as you can see, Latenna's already doing her job, but we need to quickly draw aggro from... As you can see, he's not really doing that much damage to us. So just keep whacking his ankles. Okay, back away. Heal. Back away. Heal. Roll. Whack him. Charged heavy. Riposte. While he's recovering, Dragon Wound Grease again. Back away. Get on the horse. And just run to him. He didn't hit Latenna precisely because of the fact that she's on a ledge. And he just one-shot Latenna. Back away. Heal. If you want, you can even flask. Which was what we should have done, but oh well. Whack him. Run away. Roll. 2 swings. Jump attack. Charged heavy. Riposte. Jump attack. 2 swings. Roll. Jump attack. And normally right there, but I messed it up because I forgot to change, is you would have wanted to equip the Gold Pickle Foulfoot, and you would have wanted to do you're going to want to, you would have wanted to use one. And we just got 70k runes. We're also going to pop this Lord's Rune, and this Newman Rune. As you can see right there, we got like 150k souls. Well, runes, rather. We're going to re-equip this for the Ash of War. And we're actually going to want to head down. Like, way down. We're going to want to go this way. There's Graveyard up here. We could get more golden runes. Pretty nice overall. Lots of high-level runes as well, honestly. Yep. And we're going to want to jump down here. Go around. And you're going to want to grab this side of Grace here. Upgrade our flask. And we're going to level our strength to 22. And we're going to level our dex to 20. And then we're going to head up again. And actually, no, we're not. We're going to pop the rest of our runes. And then right? What we're going to do next, because we just barely don't have enough, is we're going to set the time to night. And then we're going to go fight the Knights Cavalry. Or attempt to, anyway. So what we're going to do here, go up, grab this, going to swap out there. We kind of want to approach him on foot here. And we're going to pop our physic. Just going to kind of run up behind him. Jumping attack. Hit them both. Ash of War. Light attack swing. Ash of War. Rolling light. Back away. Normal light. Back away. Heal. Running light. Ash of War. We're just going to want to keep doing that. As you can see right there, I ran out of stamina because I wasn't paying attention. Running light. Rolling light. Ash of War instead of riposte. Back away. Heal. As you can see right there, he's summoning his horse again. He's got a lot of immunity frames there. Ash of War. Rolling light. Back away. Wait. Back away. Go in. Back away. Roll in. Light. We got a bleed proc on him. That was nice. Running light. Dodge in. Light Ash of War. Oh, got attacked when we shouldn't have attacked. Back away. Heal. Roll. Run away. Heal again. Ash of War. Roll. Running light. Running light. Ash of War. Back away. Roll in. Light. There we go. We took him out. That's 42k runes right there, boy. And we got one of the most busted Ash of Wars in the game. The Bloodhound Step, which even after its nerf, it's still a very good Ash. And now we are going to level our strength some more. We're actually going to level our strength and dex to 22. Very nicely. Then we're going to head up and around. The reason why I'm having you go after these super, super late game enemies, like super early right here, is because, simply put, if you fought one, you fought them all. The only thing that will really change is the environment. And because this is actually the easiest of the environments, it's actually not too hard. So we're going to come here, get off the horse, summon, gonna equip flame grease, flask it up, run up to him. Run around, get a couple lights, get another light in, roll into it, rolling light, another light, roll into it, rolling light, roll to the side, charged attack, roll around, get the riposte, charged R2, roll into it, rolling light, Didn't roll for some reason. Flask. Ash of War to create some space. Run around to the side so that way you don't get hit by these. Roll in. Ash of War. Roll. Ash of War. We missed our chance for a riposte because we were too far. Ash of War. Back away. Run diagonal. Roll. Heal. Roll. Ash of War. Heal. Roll into it. Rolling light. Another light. Roll away. Run diagonal. Light attack. Ash of War. Ash of War again. Riposte. Light attack. Pop your gold pickle foul foot and then run. Right there, we got 118k runes, the opaline hard tier, and the stone barb crack tier. So we just got a whole bunch of loot. And we're going to go up. And now we're going to replace some stuff. So we're going to change this for the successive hits talisman. We're going to get off the horse. And we're going to start attacking this dragon's tail. Now, preferably, you actually don't want to use this. You would actually rather use something that is quick and has natural blood loss. But since we really don't have that, we can instead use the Morning Star, which is faster and I would actually recommend using the Pickle Turtleneck and the Drawstring Blood Grease to just whack this dragon's tail repeatedly. And just keep going. Drawstring it again, and just keep swinging. Drawstring it again. This weapon does have natural blood loss buildup, but you want to do this. You want to drawstring it because that increases the blood loss buildup. Now, once he's dead, you're going to want to pop another Pickle Foulfoot. And And you're going to go to that side of grace. Alright, re-equip whatever weapon you want. Whatever you normally use. Since we actually have enough to use it, let's use this. And now we're actually here at Fort Faroth. And as you can see, we got 227k runes. Gonna rest. And then we're just gonna level up. So, what I actually recommend leveling, that to 20. And either of these can go to... Since we have 4 levels in each, let's get them both to 24. And now we only need 10k more runes in order to level up again. So let's go into this fortress. It's very high level. We're going to ignore everything in here again. We're just going to run past it. Just run right past it. And we're going to go up. I'm going to come here, and you're going to grab the other half of the Dectus medallion. Going to run down, come down here, and some dudes are going to summon. And they're ghost dudes, so they aren't vulnerable to, like, blood loss or nothing. 3 attacks with the halberd. Kills him, 1500. Nice. You're going to want to drop down here. Gonna run over here, grab this, run across, as you can see, we're getting kind of screwed up here, so we're gonna back off, go down, grab the Radagon's Scar Seal, run away, and go up quickly. And if you want, you can kill them. It's unlikely, but you can if you want to. I don't really recommend it because those rats are very high level. You know it's bad when the basic enemies of the rats are messing you up. You're just going to want to run. You're going to want to run back out this side of grace. You're going to grab it. Okay, nice job. Then you're going to want to pop a rune. Lay down. Level up. We're going to put our next point into strength. So now we can do pretty much whatever. We've killed 2 very high level enemies. We're going to equip this. And now we are going to go into the Academy of Raya Lucaria. I know, all this setup seems a bit extreme, but trust me, you'll thank me. So we're going to come here, and we're just going to run past everything. Smart idea when actually using this weapon is actually to use the charge attack talisman. Charge attack or spear talisman. Both are good for this weapon. I, in general, prefer the charge attack, but spear talisman also works just fine. So we're just going to run. Just right past everything. So we're going to come up here. We're going to fight this guy. Get the Gravity Well spell, jump up, Grab the smithing stone 3. It's a free one, so why not? Run. Look down. Roll. Jump. Come here. Grab this. Rest. Grab this. Yoink this. Roll through. Grab this. Jump out here. Go around. Grab these little things. Go up. Grab this. So that helmet, in case you don't know what it is a helmet that increases your intelligence by 3. So if you want to test out sorceries but you don't want to suck, that's kind of the one you want to use. And now you're going to want to just run past. You're actually going to want to kill some of these dudes. Grab this, a ritual pot, very good. Delete him. Do that. Grab the Academy Glintstone Staff if it drops. If it doesn't, don't bother. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go back to the Grace. And you're going to want to rest. And now you're going to want to run. Once you've done that, just keep running. Go up and around. Pop a flask. Go through. You could summon if you want to. I'm not going to. Just keep smacking them. With these, you're going to want to respond the same way you normally do. Just roll and do that. Back away. Back off. Run forward. Attack him. Got yourself a memory stone. Rest side of Grace. Get up. Go around. Go this way. And you're going to want to go here. Open this up. Yoink this. Yoink this. Go up. Go this way. Jump over. Go down. And go this way. Drop down again. Go here. Grab that. Go around. And then open this back up. Gonna want to go back to the debate parlor. And then you're gonna want to go this way. Change it to that. Go up. Go through this. Go on the right side. You'll see a chest. In here is the Radagon icon. It's one of the best talismans in the game. It shortens spellcasting speed significantly. So if you can get it, get it. If you don't, then don't bother. Got ourselves a cracked pot. Go over. What you're going to want to do here is go left now. Go across. Go under. Light attack. Yoink the glintstone wet blade. Run past all these guys. Kill these dudes. Drop down. Kill them. Open this door, which leads back to the courtyard. And you're going to want to go left out here. You're going to want to grab this golden seed. Run back. Sorry, I'm itching my nose right now. Run around. Go through. Kill the dude at the top of the stairs. Grab this. Drop down. Run around. Kill him. Go up here. Climb this ladder. Now you're going to want to wait for these things to come down to you. Kill them. Crystal darts. Go around. Heal with your flask. Grab this. Drop down. Drop down again. Drop down again. Up, down again. Do this. Drop down again. Go this way. Grab this. Another imbued sword key, which allows you to explore another area. Go this way. Kill this dude. And we want to go in here. Careful not to fall. Otherwise, you're going to have to do all this again. You can grab this. And then you're going to want to fall onto here. And grab a second Academy Glintstone key. And this will let you progress Topes' quest. Then you're going to go around. Kill this dude. Kick this ladder down so that way you got yourself an easy shortcut. Yoink that. kill him. Kill him. Look around. Go out here. Go to the right, and you're going to want to kill this little crabbo. I'm aware he's cute and all, but you need to kill him so that way you can get that. It's the Twin Sage Crown. That one improves your intelligence by 6. The reason why I'm not wearing these is because they also reduce max HP. This will be useful later on. Yeah. I'll be useful way later. Stun lock them. Now you can grab this. The Glintstone Staff. The Azure Glintstone Staff. Very similar to Lusat's. These two have very high int requirements. This one increases your increases your sorcery scaling. Is basically the best staff damage-wise, but this increased the cost of all your spells. And this one does the same thing, but not as much as Lusat's. But in exchange, it what does it do? Yes. In exchange, it increases your casting speed, so it makes you faster. Now we're going to want to go progress Topes' quest, so that way we can move on. We basically got to complete like a ton of quests for Raya Lucaria here. Now we're going to go back. Could also pop some more runes if we want to. Doesn't hurt to. Go in here.
Wonderful.
Give him the Academy Glintstone key.
You're willing to give your Glintstone key to me. My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you dearly. Now I can go back to the Academy to resume my study of Glintstone sorceries. I'm the very stars. Back to learn another, fine, of course. Thank you dearly. With your blessing, I will depart for the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Perhaps one day you'll pay me a visit. Who knows? I may be a decorated sorcerer by then.
With that, you're going to want to go back, fast travel back to Lake Facing Cliffs, which is where we are. And here, you're going to get a very, very good Ash of War that you can equip onto a shield. This is a gift left behind by Topes. It's an Ash of War called Topes' Barrier. Before we do that, though, we need to go back to the schoolhouse classroom. Gonna rest. And we're going to equip that onto a shield. Doesn't matter which, but we will equip it here. We would have equipped it onto the other shield, but it's fine. We can just equip it onto this one. Come out here. Topes is dead. Got his spell and his bell bearing, which we can turn in. I recommend discarding or selling anything you don't want or need. And now we're going to go right back to the debate parlor. And now we're going to go take on our second demigod. I know, it took until episode 5 for us to do this. But trust me, it's worth it. But before we do that, we need to do a couple things. I don't really like this fashion anymore, so we're going to swap it out for that. Gonna rest. We're gonna change our physic out to spiked crack tier. And now we're gonna actually go up to where Renala is. So we're going to go up, jump, jump. You're going to see that big boulder? Go to the right. It'll bounce. Grab that. Just keep running. Roll. Go in here. Can't go that way, so don't worry about it. Instead, you're going to run up and kill this dude. This dude's a very tough NPC. Kill him. And you'll get a good shield. They carry a knight shield. It's not bad. It's not good either, but it's okay. Kill him. Run around. And now, you're going to want to go up this elevator. And then, we can go fight Renala. Personally, I recommend having the successive hits talisman first phase instead of the thrust attack. Now we're going to summon Dean for an extra boost in our physical attack. You're going to want to smack these glowing children until she falls. Back away from her. And keep smacking the glowing children again. If you don't find her, quick. She's going to, launch some missiles at you. You do that. Get her on the ground. Change this out for the... Okay, we didn't have enough time there. Quickly here, run to the side. And do it again. And then change this to the spear talisman.
Come, O sworn giant.
And you can actually use Tops's barrier to deflect some of her magic attacks. Like those. We're gonna back off. This is why we got that +1 version of the talisman. Now you can't deflect this. This is a moon she throws at you. So you're gonna go in, gonna back away from it, roll. And here she's summoning wolves. And what you want to do when she summons is you basically just want to run. Just run away from her. Just run around. And then go in for a running attack. Oh, we don't have another gold pickle fowlet. Well, that's okay. That's quite alright. And we got ourselves our second great rune. And 40k runes. We have almost 70k runes. But that's kind of insane. Now you can get rid of this. Since we're not going to be here anymore, you can also swap out this. And you can also choose to have this as well. And since you are not really going to be using her remembrance because you're not a sorcerer, just pop it. And rest at the site of grace. And you're gonna want to level up. This exactly is going to be what you want.
Where did he flee?
And now you're going to go away into the Table of Lost Grace. To the Round Table Hold, rather. We're going to re-equip our fashion. Yeah. And then we're going to go speak to the maiden here.
I had my doubts, but look at you. Only once before have I seen two great runes together. Look there. The fingers shudder with exuberance. Fine work, brave tarnished. The greater will is pleased. You have earned the right to become Elden Lord. Now, seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen Marika to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. The fingers expect as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take this, a token of farewell.
And that right there is how you get your third talisman slot.
Become Elden Lord.
And now you can equip whatever you want in this. I recommend having your charge attack talisman in there. Charge attack, or if you're using this weapon, you can have either the charge attack or the spear talisman. Doesn't matter which one. Both are good. Now you can come speak to Gideon.
Well, I see you found another great rune. Wonderful. You are a worthy fellow tarnished indeed. Make the journey to the capital, Lenda, that lies to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The two things will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring, for we are tarnished, and we must answer the call of grace.
Now we're going to leave Gideon alone. And we're going to turn in our bell bearings that we have gotten. Like Tops's. You can buy all of these or none of them. It does not matter. Here, you should probably buy the rest of the stock. Like these. Yep. That's about all we want. Now we're going to run back down. We're actually going to give Rogier the
Always good to sew.
black knife print.
This is a black knife print. I can scarcely believe you managed to get your hands on this. You recall our conversation about the Knight of the Black Knives, yes? They say the assassins who carried out the deed were scions of the Eternal City. A group entirely of women, arrayed in armor of silver under cloaks which fooled the eye. The knives they wielded, though, were imparted with the power of the Rune of Death through sinister rite. Please, I beg of you, lend me the knife print for a time. I'd love nothing more than to tease out its secrets. Though only a fragment, a very specific ritual had to be performed to impart the power of the Rune of Death. Traces of the one who performed the rite are sure to remain in the imprint. Half my body has been suffused with death. I'm certain it will help me see.
We've handed over the knife print, and now we're going to want to jump down into the center of Round Table Hold. You're going to want to two-hand your weapon, and we're about to go fight a very tough enemy. This dude's like very high level. Pop your physic early, and wait for him to summon. This is Mad Tongue Ulbrich, and he will actually salute you. He'll give you a reverent bow. You get a unique gesture. Get your Ash of War off. You got Frostbite. And we killed him. There we got the Taunter's Tongue. This will allow you to summon invaders to your world without engaging in the multiplayer. Well, without engaging in co-op is the more accurate description. And you can also pick up the Cypherpata while we're here. This is a weapon that does... This is a fist weapon that does pure holy damage. 30 does... It requires 30 faith in order to wield. I don't really recommend it. Do whatever you want, though, I guess. Since we've done all of this, I recommend going to the Cathedral of the Dragon Communion. And we're going to go towards Redmane. We can either go towards Redmane Castle directly, or we can go up on over to one of these. We can go over to that castle over there to get to Redmane Castle. It does not matter which. Both are good. Both are fine. As you can see, we got ourselves another Pickle Foulfoot. Now we just need those. For this playthrough, though, we're actually going to go to that castle up there. We're going to go there. Because there are 2 items up there that we desperately need. Well, maybe not desperately, but we do need them. So we're going to head up there. Now I recommend equipping the Beast Repellent Torch and keeping an eye on that circling scarab. Make sure you have the Beast Torch equipped, so that way these guys won't attack you. We missed there. Chasing it kind of honestly does no good unless you're very familiar with its patterns. So, yeah, as you can see, we're really not getting anywhere with this. But in this scarab, is a very strong Ash of War called Flame of the Redmanes. And that Ash of War there is one of the strongest Ashes of Wars in the game. Like, it's one of the best. There are 2 really good Ashes of... There are, like, several good Ashes of War that you can infuse on weapons. That one is one of the best. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to head up here, go around... get off the horse. I'd actually recommend getting off the horse here. And unequip that, because you don't need it anymore. Come up here. Attack this dude. And climb up. Climb up this ladder here. I strongly recommend you do this, because that's the only way to get into the castle. Ignore that raining of arrows. That's not really great, but it's fine. Kill this dude. Come over here, yoink the warming stone. Go around. Ooh. Got him. In here, you will get the Star Scourge heirloom, which increases your strength by 5. Now, up there, up that tower, is a portal. We're not going to go there yet. Because, well, A, we got more things to do in this castle. We actually need to drop down and go fight him. So... back away. Ash of War. Charge attacks. Not really feasible here, so don't bother going for them. Light attacks are the way to go here. Once you've done that, you'll get the Lion's Claw Ash, which is one of the best Ashes of War in the game. Okay, I'll actually have to respond to a text message in a hot minute, so jump across here. Go across this again. You could go inside there, but I don't think there's anything worth it in there, so don't bother. Instead, we're going to go up this way. We're going to go up this ladder. And we're going to go straight to Redmane Castle. And that's actually where we're going to fight our next demigod. We probably won't fight our next demigod today. Well, not this episode, anyway. But we will, go fight our next demigod. Probably either probably next recording. Probably in episode 6. As you can see, we've been teleported across that big bridge. And now we're going to go left. Just ignore all of the ballistas and all that. Just go this way. Oof. That was some big damage that just got dealt to us. And just go around. I'm going to go this way. And go this way. Jump onto this. Then jump again onto this. And go up. You can ignore all the bats. That's fine. Ignoring all the bats is fine. As you can see, we fell off the map there. That's fine, though. Okay, I just wanted to text that. Oh, yeah, that's right, That's right. So if you're not careful, especially there, so remember that gap there, because that gap, I always forget that gap's there. Since we're about to run through a bunch of dogs, I recommend equipping this. So yeah. This beast repellent torch is probably what's saving you right now. If you wanted it out for like aesthetic purposes, you can, but or you can just not, you know? Doesn't matter either or. If you have it out, most of these beasts won't affect you, except the red-eyed ones. The red-eyed ones will affect you always. And the reason why I say the red-eyed ones is because these are the hyper-aggressive enemies. Alright, and yeah, actually, I'm probably going to have to end this recording pretty soon. We're going to go across, jump over. There's a talisman up there, but we're not going to worry about grabbing it right now because we don't need to. Grab this Site of Grace. Two-hand that. unequip the other, go across the bridge. There's gonna be these ballistas coming down on you. Just jump out of the way of them, or just strafe them by going side to side. See, doesn't that look cool? Of course it looks cool. Now you're gonna want to just keep running. Just keep running. Jump over. Keep going. Just keep running. Just keep running. Jump across. Probably, and we'll keep going. Run past. Up here, there's your runes that we dropped. Jump over, and here, jump over, run, grab this teardrop scarab, and go up this ladder. Just ignore getting hit, just keep going. So we're not really using charge attacks. I actually recommend swapping here to this. Kill him. Kill him. I don't recommend dropping down there, so we're gonna run this way. Kill him. Got a second brass shield, which is interesting. Now, as you can see, this is like Lion's Claw used by an enemy. So as you can see, he's got like super high hyper armor when he used it. Like he didn't get staggered. And that is common of just about anything involving Lion's Claw. We're going to want to come through here. Open this door, which is a shortcut. Run through. Pick this up. Then you're going to run left. Here you'll see a page. Just R1 spam them. Roll. Running attack. I recommend killing this thing. So that way you can get a recharge on your Estus. That way you'll have all 8 flasks. Jump up. Jump left. Go through here. Roll through everything. Grab this. Go out. And then you're going to need to attack one of these guys. Or rather, you're going to need to kill both of them anyway. What I recommend doing, equip the... Honestly, Claymore ain't a half bad option here. Because of its ranged attack. Oof. And they can actually hit each other, too. So if you're lucky, you can actually get them to kill each other. I recommend taking out the low health one first. Stormblade is honestly kind of OP. So just keep abusing that on the Claymore. Got a whole bunch of smithing stones. Heal. Problem with Stormblade is the fact that it has a really long recovery time. And that's like the really big negative about it. That's a negative with like all of these kind of ranged attacks. Charged heavy. Stops him in his tracks. Back away. Ugh. This is a pretty messy fight with these guys. Attack them. There you go. Nice job. And we're going to want to run around. Grab a flask. Keeping the Claymore equipped for now is actually not a bad decision. I'm sorry, y'all. My mom is, like, texting me right now. We're going to want to run past all these dudes. You don't have to kill them. Just run past them. Go around. And you're going to want to go to this side of Grace right outside the door. And just yoink it. You know? And for now, this is actually where we're going to end this recording. Before we do that, though, we're going to re-equip the Dragon Halberd. And this is actually where we're going to end this recording for today. So thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a good one. See ya.